Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. We are about relationships with self first, okay? Because we want to manage our relationships outside of ourselves, because we're learning to manage our emotions, all right? Because we need healthy relationships around people, things and places, all right? Because we're learning to manage our emotions so that we can identify our intuition for good health and good wealth, all right? Because it comes from the essence of love, you know? Love is where we get healing from. So you could go on the journey to healing, all right? You feel the necessary wounds need to be healed, all right? And when we put our wounds on the table, we can improve ourselves, and not just ourselves, you know. We identify our inner individuality and our uniqueness, all right? Because we're learning to use the intuition, because where the intuition is where your creativities are, all right? So you can express yourself, because the soul is born to love, all right? And the soul is the inspiration. Because right now we're looking for the breakthroughs of society, so we're looking at a structure to become independent and original. All right, so we feel like it comes from healing. We need to heal the wounds, all right? So we're mending the mind, body, soul, and the heart, because the heart has to be open to make major progress within the earth, because this is Earth School. We are here to graduate from our flaws, you know? So let's be honest with ourselves and put all our flaws down on the table, all right? And build a community that is healing for heaven on earth, because we're going for a spiritual awakening, all right? We want to be enlightened by the soul. Well, this is about life lessons, remember. We're going for a rebirth, okay? So when we're going for a rebirth, all right, our spiritual awakening, we want to look at our wounds, you know, so we can improve ourselves, so we can have a good relationship with ourselves, you know, so we can have healthy relationships outside of ourselves, because everything starts from self first, all right? Because you've got to think of coming out the bed before you come out the bed, right? You've got to think of a table before we make a table. Do you understand? So now we've got this player looking at healing, you know, because he knows how to use his charms, you know. Maybe he was manipulative, or he was around people that was manipulative, so he went through a karmic cycle. He was being tested, all right, to see how much he loves himself, because it starts from love. Love is the strength. Love isn't weakness, you know, because a lion needs to rule from the heart, and that's how he conquered the jungle. It's all about the love, you know. We have to trust in God, because God is love and truth. This is why God asks us to be good. This is why we take the word good, and what do we have when we take one O out? G-O-D. So God just asks us to be good, you know, especially when it comes to making decisions. When we have choices to make, we have multiple options, we have a turning point. So this masculine might have been an indecision, all right? You had unfinished business, maybe in its karmic cycle. So maybe someone's thinking about you, feminine, and they're saying it's not over, you know. You feel there's a pattern. Maybe there's a back and forth thing, a baggage, but divine timing is here, because maybe you were ghosted and he feels like, you know, there's time. Time's been wasted because there was a karmic situation. So now we're looking at divine intervention. It's a thing where God had to come in and take control, because God would like us all to heal, but heal within the essence of love, and don't be afraid to be loved, even if you were ghosted. It's okay, because it's still trying to show us that, you know, you are the essence of love. You don't need someone in your face to say that you are love, you know. You've got to get the love from yourself first, so that you can have a healthy relationship outside yourself, you know. So maybe this masculine had a choice, and that's why he ghosted you. Okay, we're looking at a spiritual awakening, because we want to learn to take care of the heart, you know. The heart is the most precious thing ever. Do you know what I mean? So this is why we've got to open the wounds and be brave and open up to the universe, because the universe doesn't work against us, you know. We just have to open up the arms and embrace and put our wings on, because you are an earth angel. So this masculine is looking at a spiritual awakening. He's looking at his life lessons. He's been enlightened, you know. So what's the situation? So the situation, our healing, all right, is silence, non-action. Now, this is where we can get ourselves into trouble, because if we is silence out our wounds, we end up in karmic situations. So the play will get played, do you know what I mean? Because we're not looking at our wounds, so that we can identify our deepest self, you know, and see how extra beautiful you are. So we're looking at maybe a writer, a director, or a producer. Maybe this writer's thinking about taking notes. That's why you haven't heard from this masculine, okay? It's going through a spiritual awakening. Okay, and this is where you have to be alone half the time, because it's your own inner personal purpose. You know, you have to embrace the earth, because the earth, we're here to graduate from our flaws, you know, to take that inner drive, that energy within yourself, because the soul gives you self-motivation. It gives you self-activation. No, come on now, activation. What the what word is that, man? Self-activation. You know what I mean? So we're looking at our confidence, all right? You know what? Mistakes are part of the purpose, my darlings, all right? This is Earth School. We're here to graduate. So it's okay to make mistakes, but not purpose mistakes, all right? We don't want to go against our purpose. Do you understand? We want to stay in the essence of strength, and the strength comes from the heart, which is love, all right? This is where your identity is, okay? So you're going to identify that you are very much an individuality, and you can create, all right? Oh, so the situation is, thank you, they're being grateful, you know. Silence brings stillness. Long as you've been ghosted by someone, don't chase them, all right? Maybe sometimes I get a little bit upset. I might text the masculine and give him a bit of money, you know, we dut him out, you know. But as long as I don't hurt no one else, do you know what I mean? Like, you know, just like be grateful, really. We need stillness to understand the deep essence of self, because now we're embracing the masculine feminine energy within ourselves. Because now we're being grateful, more grateful to the universe, because we're understanding why we had wounds and stuff, you know. So we can move forward, because there was 2 empty benches of love there and has never been seated, you know. There was critics, you know. So now maybe this masculine is looking at this enlightenment for a rebirth, you know, because he wants to be happy. I want to embrace the soul of self, you know, the oneness, when we flow within the universe, you know, and don't be triggered by name, car, and places. You know, it doesn't make sense. People, things, and places, that doesn't really give us that wholeness, you know, because we need to be on earth to be overjoyed. God gave us a smile for a reason, and we're supposed to be using it much more often. So, you know, we just have to understand that the universe doesn't work against us. And the universe gives us many, many choices, multiple options, gives us turning points as well. But we have to have the right intentions and the right actions, you know, with the right energy. And the energy can't be projection, you know. So maybe this masculine is looking at his future, you know. It took him a few days, a few weeks, or a few months. Maybe you haven't heard from this masculine for a few years. So he's looking at his choices. You know, I think sometimes it can be frustrating, but I think it's helpful when a masculine goes on his way, especially if he loves someone, he doesn't want to cheat on that person. If he needs to go out there and find himself and have a billion women, so be it. Do you know what I mean? Interviewing a billion women, having conversations, you know. But he'll never get on the same page, because he's probably looking for his empress, you know what I mean? But God gave us a smile, so take that mile, you know, and understand that your face is beautiful just as much as the heart, you know. The universe isn't here to go against you, my darlings. So now we're looking at a crossroad. We're looking at a choice. There was unfinished business, because this masculine ghosted someone he feels like is a healer, maybe, because he was a bounty hunted by someone, a karmic. But now he's looking at a choice about his divine feminine. He feels like it's not over. He feels like there's a pattern that they keep going back and forth. Maybe someone was projecting their baggage. Do you know what I mean? But this is Earth School, you know. We're all here to look at our roads, our pathway. We all got a mountain to climb, you know. And that's the highest peak of self. So now this masculine is looking at unfinished business. So he's moving physically, maybe changing location. Probably why he ghosted you. Do you know what I mean? Trying to sort his life out. Because he had the desire, the lust, the chemistry to come over and give you a big old hug and say it's not over, my darling. But no, you say that to your soul first. You know, your masculine feminine energy within yourself, within your temple. You know, don't be old and don't sell your soul, you know. Be sold by God, be sold by your temple. Be that divine feminine, you know, be that energy of the empress, which is very abundant, because she understands the essence of love, her worth and value, you know. So now we're looking at a sold business or a sold company, or or sold home because it was weighing down the masculine, or the masculine not coming over to the home and ghosting you. He feels like it's weighing him down now. He feels like you're his soulmate and he wants to come in. He feels this burning fire within this temple of self. And maybe doesn't know how to come in because he was at crossroads and he ghosted. But he feels that similar energy. Because remember, we are energy. You got good and you got bad. You know what I mean? I already explained about the good energy, which is God. You know, take the word good, take the extra O out. What do you have? God, good. But some people, maybe within the masculine's energy, had a lot of like gold, oil, and diamonds. So that put them in the place of the devil energy, which is possession, possessiveness, and being manipulative, you know. But if this masculine walks away, you know what I think? If a lot of players stop playing, you know, their charms is so amazing. If you can make anyone just look at you and just get them pregnant just like that, just by looking at you, imagine what type of businesses you lot can build. Oh my days. I said that about hustlers as well. Imagine how much hustlers, man, they don't need calculators half the time. Do you know what I mean? I think they should put that energy and build a really good legit business. They will be so good. So good. I don't condone drug dealers, man, but they are smart, mathematically smart people. And I think they should go ahead, you know what I mean? And do something really good within the industry, you know. So now we're looking at information, you know, we're looking at analysing all the wisdom and knowledge we've had. This is why we've had silence, non-action from this masculine. Maybe he needed to heal a little bit more, you know. He wants to feel more grateful. Sometimes, you know, when someone like, what's it called again? What's that saying? Missing you makes a heart grow fonder, maybe. So he feels more grateful towards the situation because you have the globe, the soul world, you know, with the masculine feeling energy in the flow of love because you have a massive ocean. You know, he doesn't want to stand outside the shores of love. He wants to step into the ocean, you know, and blow that big bubble, that bubble of love, and kiss the forehead of the feminine. And that's the truth. He just wants to come in with clarity and he wants to make a breakthrough. He wants to say he's thankful for your support. There was a little bit of a moo-moo head, I guess. But now we're using our intuitive visions, you know. That's how we get to create, because we get to now use our intuition with our information and analyze it. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you need complete silence, because that's how we can make transformations. We can transform that way, you know. So you're looking at the air sign. Maybe it's a Gemini person. You know, I think I have my information. I think I went silent. The healing, you know, this could be God. This could be a detective, okay. This could be anyone, a masculine, okay, that is very resourceful because his intentions is a good leader, very strategic with his thoughts, okay? So they understand wisdom and knowledge can take you very far. You can transform a lot that way, especially when the heart is open, okay? Because we're looking at flowing with the universe, because the universe doesn't work against us, the universe works with us, and that's the truth. So they've got clarity and they're coming in with the truth about soulmates, spiritual awakening, all right, enlightenment, and about life lessons, okay? So maybe this is a fast talker. This is a Knight of Swords. This is someone that wants to change their whole life, but in a quick speed. You know, this is a free-spirited person, but with the thoughts and the words, do you know? When we got challenges and obstacles, the spirits have now come into par now, they've come into place, and they're like, okay, let's get going now, you know. This is a time for a lifestyle change after obstacles and challenges, because we want to be more at whole with oneself, because we're overjoyed with the smile, because God put lips on our faces for a reason. Do you know what I mean? So we've got to understand that the mouth is like a cauldron and your tongue is like the spoon in that cauldron. Do you know what I mean? Your words are spells. Every time you're mixing it up, what are you mixing it with? Do you know what I mean? So we're looking at the energy of the Empress having a massive lifestyle change. Do you know what I mean? So now we're going, I keep saying, do you know what I mean? So now we're going into the smiling, you know, but understanding that our words are very powerful, especially when we have clarity from the mind and the soul, all right? Especially when we are balanced, because now we can plant a foundation. We're looking at a new foundation that's going to make us more whole. We're going to walk away from being the player because we had choices. And maybe this masculine feels like they their choices onto the divine feminine, and he likes the strength of her keeping in her own pathway. All right, she's not pressured by society. Okay, so now we're looking at planting a foundation of soulmates, and we're understanding in the past the happiness got interrupted by a foundation, do you know what I mean, of the emotions, maybe childhood wounds, because now we're looking at projection of children. So this is a childhood wounds. This masculine was planting a foundation off of fear. All right, this is probably why they ghosted you and didn't have a foundation that was solid. Okay, because now he's looking at the past, looking at his intentions with this soulmate that's from a past life, and he feels like there's happiness and joy, and maybe he was stuck in memories with this feminine. That's why there was non-action. Is it nostalgia? You know what I mean? Just sitting there about the pathway, about this choice, the road to go towards which door. Okay, should I go to a feminine that likes to project, that's a player, or should I go to a divine feminine? And obviously when you work from the energy of fear, or you had friends around you that's been around for a long time before the feminine, whatever the case, there was a separation. So now they're looking at a Sagittarius, because we're going back to our first kind of connection from the soul with our intentions, which is the energy, action and intentions for our ships to come in. Okay, so maybe this masculine was ghosting you, divine feminine, because they wanted to wait for their ships to come in, so they had to take the action, which is the Sagittarius energy. Okay, so they wanted to feel like they were ready. Okay, because they were ready to seek the divine feminine, because they feel like they have an unfinished business. But we have to use the intuition, and it's probably why the feminine tried not to go out of the home of self, the intuition, or maybe the email, so that the masculine can be more into his intuition, because she doesn't want to interrupt any kind of like decisions that he might need to make. He wants her to be, she wants him to be solid within himself, within the temple of self, to make his own decision and not be pressured, because she knows that he likes her voice and she thinks he's beautiful, and he can be easily, you know, persuaded, baby. So now this masculine is looking at the tools he has. He's going to bring up some good boundaries. He's walking away from a wounded warrior position. He's got ambition and strength, but he had to sell a house. All right, it made him a bit weighed down and heartbroken. Okay, and this is the King of Wands, someone that's a very good leader. He's a bold leader. He's got power. He's got beautiful charms, and he's quite courageous. All right. So now he's looking at coming in with clarity and truth. Maybe this is the King of Swords and the King of Wands as one person, or it's two individual people that have had clarity. That's why there was non-action, because they were planting a foundation with a friend, and they had insight that was making it wounded, so they had to sell property, and because it was weighing the masculine down. So they disappeared, went into silence, ignored, rejected to sort his life out. So now we're looking at messages, speed messages of the heart. The wounded masculine, his heart is broken. And he sends messages to divine feminine about a lie, about being deceptive, about someone being a spy in his camp. So she kind of understood why he ghosted her. Okay. So now we're looking at speed actions, messages, the 8 of Wands, all right? So this is quick change. We're going for a quick lifestyle change, you know. So this could be news arriving to you, okay, from the wounded warrior. So maybe this King of Wands is sharing the same energy as the King of Swords, and it was weighing them down. It's quite exhausting, but they had the ambition and the strength and the tools to look at this lie Because now the truth is here after a lie. This is the Seven of Swords. So Seven of Swords, okay, is about theft, betrayal, cheating, dishonesty, people running away, people putting a mask in your camp, people are smiling but really they're not your friends. This is why I encourage a lot of people, please use your intuition and write your dreams down so you don't build your camp, all right, with enemies, all right? So now we're looking at the wounded warrior getting his truth and clarity so he can plant a new foundation after a projection. They went down the road of projection for a minute. They was at a crossroads with the divine feminine. Because now we're looking at working on the mind, the body, and the soul. Okay? We're looking at collaboration. We're looking at teamwork. We're looking at planting a foundation. He's looking at the truth about juggling, all right, maybe with an earth sign in the past, but they've had insight, so they had to move away from a location from this earth sign person or water sign person because it was a heartbreak, a way down for the masculine, okay? So the message is just kind of helping him to go forward because now he wants to work with the higher priestess, all right? This is someone that has lots of mysteries about spirituality and the knowledge of the earth, but they have lots more to reveal because this is a very intuitive person. This is a divine feminine. This is the inside of the divine feminine, which is the Empress. She knows lots of secrets and wisdom and knowledge, and she's very psychic. She uses lots of divination tools. So we could be talking about the King of Wands here, someone that's very charming that wants to come in and plant a foundation, balance as well, and stability. Okay, because they're looking at this road of happiness and wholeness. They want to say thank you for your support, and your deck of cards wants to kiss the forehead again. He's been longing to do that for a while. He wants to open his heart open. He wants to keep it open. He wants to embrace the universe. Because, you know, I like watching the clouds. I see lots of images in the clouds all the time. I saw a masculine with sunglasses and stuff, you know. And one time I saw a hand look just like, I saw everything, every pattern, you know, in the palm of the hand above my home. It was so beautiful. It was perfect. And another time, I was in secondary school and I went to Brixton and I was in my friend's convertible. And my mind said, look up the sky. And then I saw a perfect footprint. And I looked and I was like, wow, it might sound like my grandma or God or something. Then my mind said, look up in the sky again. And I saw a massive G beside the footprint. So I've always known as a child that God's always been there. I should always follow God's footprint, which is the visions in my mind. Because when I was growing up, I used to always think there was something above me, moving me. I felt like it wasn't me. I felt like there was a bigger hand controlling my movements. But it gave me peace and joy. And I always felt like there's something more to life. There's something about me, something about the soul. Especially when I met the masculine, I felt like something happened to me the same day I met him. And on our date as well was even worse. Then I really felt this massive energy towards him, you know. So when he was away for 8 years and I kept getting messages from him like do oil and gas, which I did, which I passed flying colours and with my masters as well, you know, I used to think of the masculine like, no, I think it's a love story or something. Something just kept nudging me. Even like when I was modelling, I started modelling very early. I kept saying to him, I'll go to LA. And I was like, no, I don't want to go on my own. I feared it and it just kept bugging me and I didn't end up going. And that's why I like to look over my life. And it's a life lesson. It's all about the intuition. The intuition. There you go. Because you need the intuition, right, to solve any unknown problems. So maybe you had a problem in the past, you know. So maybe this masculine was projecting. Or he went with a past person that was projecting. Do you know what I mean? You know, maybe a Cancer, maybe a Scorpio person. But it's about the intuition, you know, because the moon is where you express your purpose in your everyday activity. So maybe you like to express yourself in intuition that makes you guide. You know, that's the road that you've always come with, because it gives you that confidence to go through doors. Do you know what I mean? Because I learned how to drive that way as well. So I want to tell everyone, don't grudge no one. Don't do that, because you don't know how people got what they got. But there's one method you can use: your intuition. Spiritual transformation. All right. So we're looking at a secret and an insight about an unalivement for a divine feminine on this crossroads for them to get together. Okay. So we're realizing that there was a plan and a plot in the past for a foundation. So we've got the clarity, we've got the truth, and we're working towards, all right, bringing out a secret, because it was a secret about past person. Okay. Now the masculine's got insight. Everyone's heartbroken, is way down the masculine. And this is probably why he disappeared from you and moved on. But now we're moving forward. Maybe this masculine is moving abroad, or maybe your divine feminine is at a crossroad and you're about to migrate somewhere. All right. But now we're also looking at our ships coming in, because now we've got movement after a secret, which probably was a stagnation, because we saw the Seven of Swords, because there was a block. All right, maybe with a Taurus person, there was a secret. He went traveling and he projected on the crossroads with a Taurus person, or we're just looking at the block. All right, that was block intuition, block material. Do you know what I mean? So now we're looking at improvement, self-development after disappearance and a rejection. Okay, so now we're looking at having healthy boundaries, because there was no boundaries in this home. This is probably why the masculine felt very wounded, and it set off the soul to talk to the feminine. And they met within the temple of self, and they just kept hugging each other while the masculine sorted his life out. Because this is the soul looking at an insight about the divine feminine. Okay, we could be talking about a new love, you know, or new sparking ideas from the soul. Okay, because now we're talking about ending a movement, because there's unfinished business. So someone's moving out, okay, or moving away. Okay, there's an ending. Remember, with every ending, there's a new beginning, and maybe ending something wounded the masculine, but he had the strength and ambition, because he kept looking at this insight about a soulmate and planting a foundation, but with the truth. Because there was two swords now, so we're talking about stagnation, because there was a ghosting, critics, silence, non-action, but now we see action, because the feminine, her ships are coming in, because she's in the chariot. All right. That means the skies is her limit. She's a soul having a human experience, and what God gives to you, no one can take away. So now the masculine, or an air sign person, is very curious, or a Sagittarius person, or maybe a Scorpio person is very much, or Cancer is curious about this ending or the spiritual transformation. Because the masculine is transforming away from the wounded warrior. Because now he's investigated, he was curious about this unalivement, spiritual warfare, the wounded warrior, heartbreak, insights, past mates. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, they went for a lot of information. Okay. So now the soul has sparkling ideas. They have the energy. Okay. Because now we're looking at the Page of Swords. And now this masculine is working with a team of people. Okay. About messages that was a lie. So maybe this team of people, all right, maybe was a Three of Pentacles. A Capricorn person broke this masculine's heart because they lied. They stole, they cheated, and they acted. And that's why he had to walk away and bring down the whole foundation. Because somebody was stealing. They would pretend to be his friend, but they was an enemy, frenemy. So they pretended, because they wanted the essence of the masculine. Because he's a visionary, you know. And he can bring people's wish fulfillments. He likes to focus on other people. Because he's grounded. He's got the money, got the abundance, but he had to walk away from people, things, and places that's not serving him for his highest good, so he can be a soul having a human experience, so that he can be self-control, self-discipline, get his Godhead on, and the sky's his limit. So he's making a speed action lifestyle change. This is 8 of Swords, messages, you know, speed action. Okay, just like a quick change, going to defend himself, stand up for himself, for his Ace of Pentacles, his spiritual gift to plant as a spiritual treasure. Because he's going into healing with the star. He's a star energy, you know, always looking at an Aquarius, that's the star. He feels like the healer that can mend many wounds, you know, they bring the beacon of light. They are. This is like a star seed, renewal, hope, inner clarity. So this is nice because we have inner clarity now, you know. This is where miracles happen. Because once we go within ourselves, you trust yourself, you tell the truth, you walk in love, we get lots of clarity within ourselves. That gives us lots of faith. Because why? Because we see God within us. God is everywhere, you know. So now this is someone probably in the spotlight. He's the Emperor. All right, this is someone that has respect. He's meant to be a respectful leader with strategic planning. It's like a father figure, but he feels like maybe he missed out on being a dad or something, you know. Maybe a Scorpio person, Aries person. They feel like a missed opportunity because they focus on other people's issues and didn't see the hand of God giving him his spiritual gifts. Because they're very intuitive, very psychic. Maybe he wasn't using it, but he's very passionate about wisdom and knowledge. Just a very person that loves information. But it feels like he missed out on an opportunity because of maybe projecting with the devil. Very intoxicated. This is gold, oil, diamonds, you know. This is someone that loves addiction, greed, envy, materialism. Very obsessed with sex and stuff. They sleep with man, cat, puss and dog, you know. They were addicted to fame, maybe. Leo, Emperor, was in his dark side. He has a conflict. Oh, okay. So he's saying there was a missed opportunity due to a Cancer person, and he's saying that his emotion feels, because I feel it's Cancer, the devil, all right, wanted rewards and recognition through the energy of the Emperor. Maybe he got married to someone, but the soul was in conflict because he went to a Cancer person, or I feel this third party person and this group of people that like to have festive parties and stuff, all right, was the devil. Do you understand? So they had a 4 cup, because 3 and 1 is 4. So they wasn't fulfilled. So they went into intuition, okay, because they were worried about this missed opportunity because this person's promiscuous or looking at messages. And I want to give a new world now. This King of Wands, that's the Earth Angel. Ah, it's always got the King of Swords together, heartbroken about this secret that's going on the internet. It's a pathway. Yeah. So now we're looking at healing, really, about a lie, deception, you know, trickeries, people being malicious, trying to get away with things, you know, but they're not going to get away with it because after a stagnation, when we have choices and obstacles, please, people, always remember, use your intuition because that will protect your heart from any, like, grief, loss, all right? Maybe this masculine's gone for a divorce, or he lost a property, or is about to lose a property, so it was weighing him down, you know, and he knows it's the Empress, the divine feminine got involved. It wouldn't be a happy day for that person in the house. Overindulgence, eh? Never mind. So now we're looking at our wounds. We're trying to heal, bringing improvements after a silence, you know, from someone. Maybe you're thinking about a King of Swords, a Gemini person, all right? Because the healing is now taking off the mask. We understand that someone was being deceptive, all right, and was pretending. So we need to heal from that. Maybe this is what the masculine is looking at, the wounds of a third person had a mask on. Maybe they thought this person was a friend, okay? But this person wasn't a friend, and they went traveling with that person, and it wounded the masculine because they have an insight, this curiosity that they dealt with someone that wanted unalivement because he is a very abundant. Now we're looking at peace within oneself. That's what we want to heal. So now the mask is coming off, maybe off this masculine, all right, or third person, okay? So now this masculine feels like an enlightenment, feels like a lesson. It felt like it was a lesson, looking at a rebirth, okay? So looking at understanding that The wounds cannot be like sitting on the body of self. It needs to be looked at deeply, okay, and stay away from people, things, and places that like to overindulge, you know. So that's why he's looking at a third party person, okay, that like to do the joy, the friendliness. No, he wants to come in and he wants to tell the truth about this third party person that was probably an earth sign or an air sign. He had two choices, all right, and he looked at an earth sign person, all right. Now that this masculine feels like maybe he's been a bit dictator, or this feminine was being a dictator, okay, because they were too close to putting things in the masculine's drink. Or sometimes people like people that drink a lot so they can manipulate the amount of drink that you dose up yourself with, so they can gain the finance and profit. Do you know what I mean? So they can accumulate money and resources for their wholeness to plant their foundation. So they think that's where power comes from. So now this masculine's got the hand of God on his mind. He's walking with his highest self. So now God is taking this masculine and he's dictating this masculine away from his third party person. All right, that's very deceptive. Okay, and they need to heal because they're pretending that they're healing. All right, so they can have an interaction of joy on beaches with the masculine. All right, and have a good time. Okay, but now the truth is here. All right, that the crossroads he went through was with a feminine that was depressing and paranoia, okay? But this unfinished business with the divine feminine, which he feels like is more of a jackpot, a reward. But this third party person is in paranoia because now they're going to be losing a real estate or something. So now everyone's fighting and arguing over unfinished business when it comes to jackpot, money, finances. So now this feminine that he's dealing with is in bed probably crying over her money that she did not really get on her own. No, she stole it from the masculine. All right. So now we're looking at ghosting. Okay. Maybe the masculine is ghosting the third party because they understand. All right. It was a plan and a plot. Okay. So now he was looking at, he ghosted a sweetheart, but he felt well down about these messages, all right? He felt this pure love and unconditional love for this sweetheart, for this divine feminine, okay? But he disappeared and ignored, rejected. But now he feels weighed down by rejecting the divine feminine. But while he was away, this feminine, all right, got ideas. And the mask is coming off because they wasn't healing. They took ideas about healing. This is why people didn't hear from the masculine. Because he lied and went with a third party person. Could be an air sign. Or an earth sign. Or a fire sign. Alright? They went with their family and indulged with their family as well. They've developed a home and everything with this third party person. So now we're looking at your situation. You've got beautiful ideas, divine feminine, all right? You're coming up. You understand you are in a separation with the masculine, all right? Give him his privacy. You separate. Oh, well, so now you're on the online community. And this is where they're both looking. So he's looking at the ideas while he was gone, all right? And he's looking at the wounds of this masked person in the bed. The masculine could be a Leo person, all right? Or a earth sign person or air sign person, all right? But clarity is coming through about this overindulgence, and the person they were sleeping with had a mask on. They were stealing ideas and wisdom. So it's making the masculine wounded because he was juggling anyway, all right? So now we're looking at you, divine feminine, using your intuition so you don't go into any awkward blindness, all right? Because you understand that the masculine went into a blinded situation with another feminine. What did I say? A third party. So now we've got a third party. We understand he went to be happy with someone else, okay? But they want to project onto you so that they can get away with ideas, wisdom and knowledge so they can do overdosing on their luxury cruises, all right? But no, they wasn't expecting the feminine to come out and say, Thank you, people. Thank you for your support. Please like, subscribe, and press that notification button. All right? Because they understand, divine feminine, that the masculine is sleeping with the enemy. So now the third party is looking at them being the enemy. It's going to be exposed because they projected towards the divine feminine because they wanted a real estate. This must be like a, you know, like a fortunate home. So it could be like a dream home or a big home or a real estate or a mansion or something. That's what they're looking at, the third party, and they're looking at weighing the masculine down because they want the masculine to disappear from the sweetheart. Do you understand? Right. So now we're looking at projection. So this divine feminine understands, all right, what's going on. So they understand that the masculine and his third party are trying to project. So that she's saying, you can stop, you can stay over there. I understand the breaker, I understand the stagnation, I understand the pause, I understand that you don't want to listen to God when he says stop, but you want to put me in paranoia. No, not happening. Nope. Natural disaster. That was a massive risk that they took. Divine feminine said, no way. No way, not me. Depressed. Phobia over man. Money. Property. Don't laugh, please. Karmic, man. They're funny. Oh, you've met bad thing laugh here. So now they went into a temptation. But maybe the feminine is now looking at a business deal, but the karmic is in paranoia and depression because now the masculine is making a choice and he wants to stop with the third party and he wants to go to the divine feminine and he wants to make a negotiation, maybe about selling her own house. And now he's looking at a negotiation to be with the divine feminine. He has to sell the home where the distorted feminine is. Yep, because they were looking for money, fortune, rewards, jackpot. They wasn't the real sweetheart. No. Because they bounded this masculine into a home, a construction, you know, a contract, obligation, obstruction, binding to a home, a real estate. They were committed to it because the third party wanted this real estate from this masculine. So this is why the contracts were weighing him away from him being or having a grips on this sweetheart that he disappeared from, and he wants to send a message. He wants to work with the sweetheart, but he's working with an earth sign person. This could be a Sagittarius, and it's weighing down the soul, all right? With their friendships. Oh yeah, team of people weighing them down. Connection, no connection, network of people. Yep. So this third party organised a plan, the plot of a whole organisation of people because they are the enemy, not to be trusted. They like to do flirtation. This is the feminine fatale. This one uses their feminine nature, the divine feminine nature, to lure men in to get their properties, to get their roles in jobs, or basically they always got a hidden secret agenda. But no, the masculine has got a plan for the sweetheart that he disappeared from. All right, maybe they're doing mind reading, messages, strategic, King of Swords, could be talking about. They want to do amendment, adjustment, and they want to restore the broken heart. Okay, change location maybe. Oops. So now we're looking at gaining profit. This is what this third party wanted. This is where the King of Swords comes in. Could be God, could be investigator, could be a lawyer. That this feminine came in, all right, and they saw ideas and they put a mask on. Now, the King of Swords has his information and the truth has come out about this third party person, and now this third party person is being sued for juggling, wanted attention seeking, okay, and made a plan and a plot to separate the divine energies on purpose, all right? So we understand they're going to be sued for putting pills in someone's drink, or somebody was enhancing someone's drink so they can take over this masculine, which was the third party person, so they can dictate what the masculine does because they were making him be flat out. Like with my situation, I saw Genevieve Niger put pills in a cup, this third party. so that they can dictate and manipulate this player. Because every time he was knocked out at the toilet, the sofa or the bed, Genevieve Niger was in his kitchen stealing all his resources, and in his wallet. That's what they were doing. Because they were planting a foundation for endless harm. That's what this feminine was trying to do, this third party person, as an earth sign person from his past that he went traveling with. And it's a secret. Because the moon is under that friendship. And he has to stop this secret, whatever third party is sleeping, because they got a water sign as well. Now there's conflict with this third party person about building their foundation, because they came with differences, disruption and quarrels, because they were fighting. They had 2 men. Oh yeah, maybe 3, 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. This feminine did, all right? So they were using these friendships. Maybe some of them knew each other as friends and it was a secret, okay? But this feminine sleeps with the man, woman, puss and dog. You understand? So now we're looking at this friend that wanted aid for their profession. That's why they stopped this masculine from going forward, because they needed their career. They felt, okay, my shits will come in with my career if I bribe the masculine away from the divine feminine, because they want to up their career to make them look more like an expertise, to make their movements, they're talented. Do you understand? But no, it's coming to an end, because the truth is coming out. We got clarity. They were very curious to break this masculine's heart, but by the soul. Okay. Now maybe the masculine wants to come into the divine feminine and attempt to work with him on something. All right, on a profession. Maybe he wants to come in and give aid, like she can't do it herself. Because now this masculine is wounded by his eternal love. You know, he was bounded by a robber. Yeah, he slept with a robber. He would sleep with the enemy. An earth sign person that was very secretive, that plays with dark spiritual practices. She wanted exploitation, all right? She brought lots of unfairness. She thought she'll get away with it because she's doing tele vision. See that big telly in her hands? It could be an actress. Tele vision, you know. She bring a lot of lies to the visions of the soul and the mind and the heart for a real estate. See how that flipped in my hand? I love spirit, you know. All right. So this is why there's a broken heart, because it was all about wealth, investments, and a mega project. And it was about real estate. All right. And it was all about getting messages from the dreamer. Okay, because it gave them satisfaction that the masculine rejected the sweetheart that was a dreamer, because they had a plan, right? They had a prediction to read the mind of these messages, so that this third party can get their wealth, investment, and mega projects from the essence of eternal love. So they bounded this masculine into a contract that was obstruction on purpose. Because they maybe went to a bride price. I don't understand all that bride price thing, Bridget. No, not me. Sorry. No, 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 no. Okay. So now, with these messages, it brought them stability and harmony and acceptance. So this was why they went working with a different team. And it was a lie. But now the soulmates were sending messages to each other. Understand? But this third party person wanted the real estate and the messages for their stability and their harmony. But no, the divine feminine, what is underneath that? And Sagittarius. All right, broken hearted. So if they're in a Patreon or support or any charities, they will be falling from that. Okay. So now we're looking at using our messages from our intuition, so we don't get weighed down by people, things, and places, all right? Because now we're moving forward, because we understand we've got messages about the wounded warrior and his endless harm, because now we've got why they wanted to do it. It was about profit. So now the King of Swords is here. He's got his information, all right? And now he's bringing balance, because now this third party is being sued and they're having a conflict. And you're the merit, my darlings. They have a conflict with this masculine now, because now he knows. So now they're being sued and they don't want it to come out in public. But, oh God, hold on. Sorry, I shouldn't say oh God. That was so rude. Hold on. I'm learning as I go. I have never done production before, directing, nothing. I was a model back in the day, and I'm addicted to studying at uni. It's just, listen, bear with me. I'm so sorry about the interruption, because you're a merit, my darling. Thank you for your patience. So now we're looking at balancing, because we understand that the masculine is juggled. So the truth is coming out. This person's going to be getting a lot of attention, all right? Because now this feminine is in paranoia because the mask has come off, and there's going to be massive differences for a whole load of people because they juggled savings. They juggle people's savings. This earth sign person. This earth sign person wanted the death of a masculine. This is the Black Widow for his savings, his real estate, his money, his truth, his wisdom, his knowledge. So they bring conflict towards a higher priestess. That was the secret. So he won't move. He won't move on. Instead, he stayed in harm against eternal love, because the feminine that he's with has got an ego, but you got your pride that you ride with good self-esteem and good worth. And this is what this masculine likes. So now there's a conflict with a third party person, because the tarot reader or the higher priestess has come out with the truth and aided the masculine to stop with this third party person because they're dangerous. So now we're looking at talented. They feel like you're very talented, divine feminine. They want to come in and give you a bribe, but don't take by price. You're not a high class prostitute. Sorry. So now justice is here. Justice is here. All right. This is what we call equal balance, logic, truth, fairness. We actually see intuition about unknown problem, because people are barking up the wrong tree. People doing people pleasing because they wanted charity, kindness, and mercy, but no mercy for this water sign person or this earth sign person over the third wheel. No mercy for you. You barked up the wrong tree. You forced people into a horrible, insane situation. Where was your mercy then for everyone else? Why should we have mercy for you? Because you wanted your big car. So maybe you might drive a red car, my darling. That's affirmations for you, my love. You're mending your heart. You're going into healing. Yeah, you're going to adjustment, restoration of mind, body, soul, and the heart, my love, right? So now looking at the moon, we understand that in your everyday activities, you focus on your faculties of spirituality, which is walking in love and talking in truth, okay? You're the essence of divine. Love isn't weakness, love is strength. Remember I said, because a lion needs to rule the jungle, and the jungle needs the heart to be open. So now, secretly, this third wheel that got aid and is going to be stopping is in paranoia, but they're very angry. That's the secret behind the veil of herself. She's very angry about this justice coming in, very angry they're going to be sued, and very angry they've been a quarrel. But why start a fight in the first place? I don't understand people. Don't be a bull in a china shop and then you run out like a victim. No mercy for a bull. Sorry, there you go. That's fun again. So they're angry because they were very curious. They were stalking. They were glancing. All right. They probably paid a few people to play with your car. All right. And now they're furious that you found out. Yeah. It's amazing, actually. I still got my 2008 car. Oh, yeah. Yep. And the mileage is quite low as well. You know, when a plate breaks, I don't fix things that don't need to be fixed. You know what I mean? You know? Don't like wasting my time on the same repeated things. Materialism is just not my thing. So now we're going into the chariot. We're moving into our profession, divine feminine, you know. You're going into a few negotiations, you know. So they wanted you to be paranoid, divine feminine, because he went in with a temptation without the divine feminine. He went to a third wheel, and they worked together, slept together, built an estate together, and they wanted you to be in paranoia because they made that choice. So you're supposed to be up in paranoia, not moving, but overloaded. Oh no. So maybe this masculine is overloaded in his profession because he had to aid the third wheel, you know. But the third wheel is getting aid from everyone else. And he's overloaded and overwhelmed about this unalivement for eternal love of soulmates. I can't believe I'm reading this myself sometimes. They want to burn out the soul for the masculine, and for paranoia of the mind to be an mental institution for the divine feminine. They wanted to end the eternal love. The consistency is love. It's eternal, isn't it? So they bounded the masculine into a contract that was obstruction on purpose. Because this person wanted the real estate. So what they do with this death, they play with the masculine's drink. This is why I ask everyone, please write your dreams down, because I saw Adiwali clean my barge as well. Passed out at the toilet. I did. I've never ever seen Genevieve Nigel in my life until the dreams happened. Then I saw him passed out on the sofa and on the bed. And while that was happening, she was stealing his resources, his emotion, and whatever was in his wallet. So now they're fighting over an estate that doesn't belong to her, but she's telling everyone it belongs to her, but it's not. Nothing belongs to her. She doesn't have anything. She's really broke. How she got it was playing with the masculine's emotions, donations. And I saw her playing in his drink. This is probably why they got evidence now. She's going to be sued. She doesn't want it to come out. She wants to be perfect. She wants to be known as the commodity. She wants to be the one that can mould Nollywood and Hollywood together. But the truth is coming out now. Because no one is going to hurt my babies. Alright? That means every element on this earth. Fire, you're the inspiration. You're born to love. Romance, intuition, a lesson of power. Earth signs, you're the practicality. You know, you're the walking lesson of service. Air signs, you're about intellect. You're the idealistic. You know, the lesson of brotherhood, humanity, community. And water signs, you're about emotions, give and take. You're about feelings. You're about the lesson of peace. You know. So this is justice as well for baby Cub Cub. You know. Cub Cub is like the fire sign. The inspiration, the soul. The soul that's in the shell of self, you know? So now we're understanding there was an unalignment for an eternal love. And everyone's going to find out about it because it was about a treasure. They wanted to act like the Patreon. So they wanted a loss. They wanted a loss of a family, baby, bereavement, sorrow, damage. Because the third party was more interested in the abundance, the value, the enrichment. Women's rights, isn't it? Lives matter, but only when it matters, when people want their riches, right? Doesn't matter after that. They wanted unalivement for 2 soulmates and a baby, for money, gold, oil and diamonds. Please, you're a blessing in my collective. Don't ever follow celebrities. Don't make them your idols. You can make them like, you can be inspired by them, admired by them, but idolize God only. Keep yourself safe and healthy, you know. God is in you. I don't want to disrespect anyone's religion or spirituality, whatever, but you need to find God in you, not in these pastors, not in these bishops. You know, find it in you first, and then find the right family, your soul family, that allow you to keep within that high vibration. Because if, for me, if the pastor has got a Lamborghini, everyone should have a Lamborghini in that situation. You know why? Because love grows. We're all supposed to grow. Because you know what makes us grow? Gaining information and wisdom, and we put it into action. And this is where the soul comes in. It allows us to do self-motivation, self-actualization. You see how easy that was, self-actualization. But when I said it before, actualization, so I'm saying, man. So now we got evidence, all right? I mustn't laugh, that's just serious. Now we've got evidence and proof, all right, about this entrapment for this masculine to not be free. And we're not tolerating that. So now they wanted to imprison the eternal love. But now we've got evidence. Maybe this person is crying, but maybe this masculine wants to say sorry because now he's got evidence about it. Because he was a victim. No, he's a victor, actually. He was in a trap for a reason. Everything in life happens for a reason. It is for us to dig deeply into our intuition. Because you are gifted. And we need to see that within ourselves, you know. You've got to see that within ourselves first. Because we've got to put down the flaws, you know. and graduate from them. And this is why I say, anyone that sees Genevieve Niger, leave her alone. She's glutton. Let's just learn from this. This is Earth School. Let's graduate. Leave them in their own corner. No, she's not my friend. She'll never be my friend. I don't like her. She's going to prison. I don't have no inch about this person. Not. I'm too gifted. Got too much to do. I want to live and learn. And that's what I want to do. All right, collective. I want to use my experience and try and help everyone else within their experience to develop, to train, to go into their highest self. If I can help, if I can't help, I'm sorry. And if I can, welcome to happiness, man. You don't owe me nothing. Because you know what? This is a personal journey. Nobody owes you nothing, baby. All right? So these people were very glutton. They were craven. They were into greed. So they coached a load of people, made a vow that they'd give them the merit if they put them on this adventure, you know, away from the union. So they wanted support for this loss. But now they're losing the money and the treasure and this blessing. They tried to do a risk frustration for their survival. They tried to cause a natural disaster. That's why I say, please use your intuition. Let your intuition help you, your third eye, and your visions that you have at night when you're dreaming. Because this person was an illusionist, stubborn, because they made a curse in that bottle. And in their temple of self, they have a lot of hate. This is why they're going through misfortune. They don't believe in love because they glutton. They're into money too much. That's their destiny anyway. Yep. So now we've got insight about this person trying to steal wealth, investments, and mega projects, because they're very curious about unalivement and entrapment as well of the mind for the divine love. What did I say? Now we are curious. We investigated. We saw, we spied, we stalked, we saw what they'd done. And thank you, King of Swords. I may not ever meet you, or you could be God. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, for the masculine. But on my side, lawyers, you name it, is gaining all this information. Maybe this is the masculine side as well. Yeah, because this person's going to be sued left, right, and centre. And their team of people, because we've got evidence now. Oh, yeah. Don't say sorry about the entrapment, my darling. All right? Maybe this masculine wants to give you a gift. You know, no, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We've got evidence about, oh, and look, how beautiful is that? We've got evidence about an earth sign. Yep, we do. Okay, about their stability, their harmony, and acceptance within this group of people. Yep, we've got it. We've got evidence about the donation. We've got evidence about praying, about religion. We've got this information, all right? About, oh, Charlie. Hey. Okay, baby, now we're talking. Shattered dreams, is it, my darlings? Yep, so now let's talk about this. A group of people, oh yeah, they concocted a curse, you know. They played with this masculine's drink. They put something in his drink to make him weak so that she can have control over his wealth and investment for mega projects. A team of people doing that. And then we have this gold, you know, but it's been shattered. Oh yeah. Because we do. We have the truth. We have the knowledge about your ceremony. Oh yeah. And your dark spiritual practices that you do quite regular. Because you want to cause an accident, a grief. You want someone to go in blindly. So you made them make a promise. Oh, but the secret was homeless, isn't it? Because you wanted wealth, investment, and mega projects. But the destiny was for this masculine to be in your life for a reason, you know. Destiny is here, my darlings. All right, my lovelies, I love you guys. Listen, walk in love, talk in truth, and don't drink from people if you don't see. Do you know what? If you don't see nobody pour out no drink, don't take it. All right, my lovelies? Make sure you trust people first. Use your intuition, my lovelies. All right? Walk in love, talk in truth. Bye, guys. Bye. Love you. Bye.